Nation podcast. The B Nation podcast, Miguel Tello.
It's the most wonderful time of the year and also the last episode that we are releasing in 2022. The Jingle Be Ball is here and it's time to celebrate that we are still bringing you the best new music from around the world. And now, I don't think I could find any other way to start this second act of our Jingle Be Ball of the B Nation podcast with Josh BOGERT. Josh BOGERT, Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas to you too, Miguel.
Christmas Village is here. As always, congratulations for the song, man. And I think you're going to perform the songs for us, right?
Thank you. And yes, I will be performing the song today.
Great. Josh BOGERT is performing in acoustic his Christmas song for us. This is a B Nation podcast. I am Miguel Tello and we are presenting you our episode 8. This one is called The Jingle Be Ball episode 2 and she's here again to stay with us. The beautiful Laura is here and she's bringing one more time the summary.
Merry Christmas, everyone! We are celebrating the best time of the year with our friend Josh BOGERT. He is coming to perform his latest song, Christmas Village.
Hi, I'm Josh BOGERT, and you're listening to the B Nation podcast.
Amazon Music presents the Song of the Year, the best new song that we discovered in 2022. These are the main candidates.
Lose my number. I don't wanna hear from you one more time. I'm so done with your pretty white lies. Yeah.
Them boys go marching two by two, escalating fake tattoos. They ask me, hey, what's good with you, my love?
And I never would have found the one that I got wrapped up in my arms if you never broke my heart.
Find out on this episode this year's winner for Song of the Year. We are honored to have the incredible Adam TURLEY with us.
Hi, I'm Adam TURLEY, and you're listening to the B Nation podcast.
The use of AI technology is starting to have presence in the music industry. Today, we are doing an analysis with data on what this means for any songwriter. The highlights of 2022, a sneak preview of Season 9, and as always, we will bring you the best new music from around the world. Welcome to the Jingle Be Ball of the B Nation podcast, brought to you by Amazon Music.
How are you guys? How are you doing? Welcome to another episode of the B Nation podcast, where we are bringing you the best new music from around the world. And if you think you have it, please send us an email to podcast@thebnation.com, podcast@thebnation.com, or you can check our website, thebnation.co.uk, or our socials on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter under the username The B Nation Podcast. This is our last episode for this year on the B Nation podcast, and the best way to celebrate it is by being with a good friend of the show. Josh BOGERT, my friend, how are you?
I'm good, Miguel. How are you?
Great. Christmas Village. Last time that we spoke, you told me that you were about to finalize this track, and I believe that it's a song that you wrote with a really good friend of yours, that is Andrew Allen. How did you got inspired to do this Christmas song?
Yeah, so the main thing is we had the title first, Christmas Village, just because it's something that my family sets up every year. We have this little village that we set up in the dining room. There we have this display, right? And so it was a title that we had, and then we also wanted to kind of write a Christmas song that basically explains how it's not, Christmas isn't always as perfect as it seems in movies and songs and stuff like that. We wanted to write a song about maybe a more realistic Christmas, but also have that element of wishing that it was like you see in these little Christmas villages. So that's the concept of the song. Andrew and I got together. I wanted to put out a song this year, but the deadline was coming up pretty quick. So we wrote it, and then I ended up producing it in a week before I had to have it delivered.
Can I tell you something? I think that you managed to do it, because I always think Christmas songs, Christmas is the time of the year where, you can be melancholic, you can be sad, but obviously that's the beauty of these tracks. And I think you managed to transmit that beauty that like this time of the year it has, if that makes sense, because there's like a couple of things on the track that I'm pretty sure that people would identify. Is that how scary it is to work on Christmas for me, first of all. Like when you try to work, have to work on the 25th of December. It's just to think on that idea, the possible, when you know that you will not be able to be home for the Christmas time, like for example, like when the songwriting wise just said that like, and I'm here in LA, that with the possibility of not coming back for Christmas, like I think that's a really good line, by the way, I have to tell you.
Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to make that relatable because I think a lot of people, that's their experience, right? They're not home with their families necessarily because there's certain opportunities that they have to take advantage of, or there's just other things going on and they get busy, and there's not always room for that perfect fairy tale Christmas. And so I wanted to make a more relatable song that hopefully people can find their own story in.
What's your plans for this Christmas, by the way? Like, what do you normally do in Christmas? Do you have anything planned for this end of 2022?
Yeah, I have a lot planned this year, actually. Fortunately, I have a few different kind of family friend groups that I'm gonna spend Christmas with. So I'll be up on the Sunshine Coast, which is a ferry ride away from Vancouver, with family friends over Christmas. And then my girlfriend and I are gonna go downtown and spend a few days there. And then I'm going skiing with her family in Sun Peaks, which will be amazing. And that'll be over New Year's as well. So yeah, lots of plans this year. It'll be super fun. And I'm excited. I haven't been skiing in a long time, so hopefully I don't crash too hard.
Can I say something? I'm extremely jealous, but I cannot even think that like someone who, as you are a hardworking man, that it so deserves to obviously to have that break during this time of the year. So man, I'm happy for you.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm happy and excited to have a little bit of a break over over the winter holidays, because I think I'm just going to take a break from social media and just like spend time with friends and family and unplug. I think it'll be good for me because I'm very much like every day working on all the things. So it'll be nice to have a break.
So guys, it's time now. Performing Christmas Village in acoustic for the B Nation podcast is Josh Bogert.
Tomorrow night I gotta leave, and my flight it won't be back till late on Christmas Eve. I know we agreed, but then you work the 25th, and you're the only one I wanna spend my Christmas with. This one we'll have to miss. And on the mantle sits a snowy paradise. And girl, I wish that I could take you there tonight. I wanna get lost with you in a Christmas village, where there's mistletoe and the streets all glow, and there's a train that runs right through it. I wanna get lost with you even for a minute. And if Santa's there in the old town square, I know there's one thing I'll be wishing. I wanna get lost with you. Imagine us, a frozen pond, and we're skating by the houses with their Christmas lights on, to our favorite songs. Instead I'm here in LA, and I'm just wishing I could be home for the holidays, but life gets in the way. And I'll see pictures of a snowy paradise, and I wish that I could take you there tonight. I wanna get lost with you in a Christmas village, where there's mistletoe and the streets all glow, and there's a train that runs right through it. I wanna get lost with you even for a minute. And if Santa's there in the old town square, I know there's one thing I'll be wishing. I wanna get lost with you in a Christmas village.
Bravo! Woohoo! Bravo! Yay! Bravo! Josh, I just want to say to
Yeah.
you personally, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for this year, because honestly, you have been so inspirational for me, for myself, and I think like you have been so motivational, and you are one of the persons that for me it allows me to obviously to carry. You are a fantastic artist. You are a genius. You are an excellent producer. But the most important thing for me is that you are a wonderful human being. So thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you. That is so kind of you to say, and I feel all the same things towards you. I appreciate every time you have me on the show. It's you're so supportive of everything that I'm doing, and you're also so amazing. And yeah.
Thank you so much, Josh. But please keep listening, as I do have something else to tell you. On this episode of the B Nation podcast, we are doing a recap of the best songs that we discovered in 2022, presenting our very own top 10. Remember that this top 10 is elaborated with the following data: number of times that you heard the track on each episode, plus number of listeners that they were hearing the song at that time, number of emails with requests or positive feedback about the song, and the number of mentions that we receive in all our socials combined: Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. On the previous episode, we did the following recap from number 10 to number 6. Number 10, Andrew Matarazzo, If I Move Away. Number 9, Jules Paymer, Fuck My Exes. Number 8, Daniel Urey, Sober. Number 7, April Rose Gabrieli, I Need a Break. And number 6, Stella Cole, Rhapsody in Pink. And it's time to continue, and it's time to present you our top 5 on this episode. And look who is in number 5. Congratulations, Josh Bogert, because your single Dreams is actually number 5 on the best songs that we discovered in 2022. This is Dreams by Josh Bogert.
You said it's gonna be forever, with your pinky finger wrapped in mine. But it's been 2 years since we were here together, and I feel like I'm just losing time. 'Cause the sunrise feels so cold, and now I'm driving home so low. But in my dreams, you're still getting ready in my bathroom mirror. In my dreams, you're still holding my hand on my 6-speed. 'Cause I can't believe that you had to go, and I'm all alone until I'm falling back to sleep. 'Cause in my dreams, you're still holding. That night you were standing in the kitchen, and you slowly pressed your lips on mine. I told you I'd never waste a minute. I could never with you by my side. But now the sunrise feels so cold, and now I'm driving home so low. But in my dreams, you're still getting ready in my bathroom mirror. In my dreams, you're still holding my hand on my 6-speed. 'Cause I can't believe that you had to go, and I'm all alone until I'm falling back to sleep. 'Cause in my dreams, you're still holding. You're still holding. You're still holding. You're still holding. You're still holding me. But in my dreams, but in my dreams, you're still getting ready in my bathroom mirror. In my dreams, you're still holding my hand on my 6-speed. 'Cause I can't believe that you had to go, and I'm all alone until I'm falling back to sleep. But in my dreams, you're still getting ready in my bathroom mirror. In my dreams, you're still holding my hand on my 6-speed. 'Cause I can't believe that you had to go, and I'm all alone until I'm falling back to sleep. 'Cause in my dreams, you're still holding.
just hear Dreams by Josh BOGERT. Coming up on the B Nation podcast, Adam TURLEY is on the show, presenting the songs of his fantastic EP, Caesar's Doomsday. But for now, it's time to speak about a topic that is actually concerning. Boom is one of many so-called generative artificial intelligence music companies. Others include Soundfall, BandLabs, SoundStarted, and Authentic Artists, founded to democratize songwriting and production, even more than the synthesizer did in the 70s, the drum machine in the 80s and 90s, and the digital audio workstations in the 2000s, and sample and beat libraries in each of these cases, however, trained musicians were required to operate this technology in order to produce songs. The selling point of generative AI is that no musical knowledge or training is necessary. Anyone can potentially create a hit song with the help of computers that evolve with each artificially produce a guitar lick or drum beat. Not surprisingly, the technology breakthrough has also generated anxiety among professional musicians, producers, engineers, and others in the recorded music industry who worry that their livelihoods could potentially be threatened. In our pursuit of the next best technology, we don't think enough about the impact that AI could have on real people. BeatStars, a subscription-based platform that licenses beats, hits say, "Are we really helping musicians create, or are we just cutting our jobs for producers?" Not to say that entrepreneurs who work in the emerging business, from their perspective, generative AI tools are simply the next step in technology's long legacy of shaping the way that music should be created and recorded. For me personally, I believe that is a threat. And obviously, a lot of people, it could be threat about how this technology could affect the people that they have. We will keep you updated here on the B Nation podcast about this matter because it's very interesting to talk about it. But for now, we are going to continue presenting you the best songs that we discovered in 2022. And it's time to present you number 4, and it's for Milo. And this song is called Being Born Kinda Sucks. There we go. After this, Adam TURLEY is on the show. But for now, let's listen Being Born Kinda Sucks by Milo. That is number 4.
Am I a loser or a winner? Catholic priest says I'm a sinner. Am I hot or just average? What epithets on my casket? Praying on my knees to that big daddy who's chilling in the sky. Flows down on its cloud and says, "Baby, why are you so terrified?" I don't know, Jesus Christ, baby, it's hard being alive. You gotta pay bills and rent, and then one day your parents are dead. People say we're okay, but we're really not okay. I don't know what the fuck being born kinda sucks. Take Jesus in my Prius to the big Glendale Galleria. Buy a Wetzel's pretzel and teach him about the essentials, like people in the government buy bombs instead of food and supplies. Yeah. The man in robes, he takes my hand and said things can't be that bad, you lie. I don't know, Jesus Christ, maybe it's hard being alive. You gotta pay bills and rent, and then one day your parents are dead. People say we're okay, but we're really not okay. I don't know what the fuck being born kinda sucks. Am I a pessimist because I'm pissed off? And contemplated hurting myself, inhaling exhaust. No one ever told me I would feel this loss. Feel this loss. I don't know, Jesus Christ, maybe it's hard being alive. You gotta pay bills and rent, and then one day your parents are dead. And people say we're okay, but
Movie was the first song that we discovered from our guest. He's here on the B Nation podcast to talk about his third EP that is called Caesar Doomsday. Please welcome to the incredible Adam TURLEY. How are you, Adam?
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm doing well. How are you?
It's a really pleasure to have you here on the show because we started to play Movie, which is such a great song, honestly. What a great song, honestly. It's really, really fantastic. Like I'm in a movie. you have like no idea how many times I listen to that song, honestly. So it's a pleasure to have you here on the show because you have an EP that is called Caesar Doomsday that I just want to basically talk to about it here on the show. And I want to like ask you about especially the track that is obviously is giving title to this track, to this EP. I want to ask you because I heard that when you wrote this song, when you wrote Caesar Doomsday, how did you ended up being inspired on Julius Caesar, and what makes you basically to say, okay, cool, this track is going to be the title of my EP?
Yeah, it was honestly a super interesting process writing that song because it started as just a little beat idea that I had made on my laptop. I was at a writing camp with a bunch of friends out in Utah, where I'm from. And I made this little beat idea and I was kind of over it. I wasn't super excited about it, honestly. I lost interest in the idea really quickly. And so I was kind of frustrated and I was feeling uninspired and I was like, I'm probably not going to do anything with that idea. But one of my friends, named Ethan Default, he's on my song Honest with me. That's on the EP, and he's a good friend and, just a great person and artist in general. He kind of encouraged me to keep chasing the idea. And, so we started writing to the track. Mm-hmm. And we wrote the first verse and the pre-chorus, and up until that point, we didn't even know it was going to be about Julius Caesar, because if you just take the verse and the pre-chorus of the song, the first half of the song, basically, it doesn't really mention any of that stuff. And then once we got to the chorus, I can't even remember exactly how it happened. I don't know if one of us sang My Cleopatra or said that word, but eventually we started thinking about Julius Caesar, and we were like, oh, what if we just like likened this relationship to the fact that Julius Caesar was betrayed by, Brutus, who was the person closest to him that he was supposed to, confide most in. And so from there, it just we thought it was an awesome idea and we decided to chase it. And yeah, it ended up being super cool. And I ended up loving the song so much once we finished it, and specifically loved the song and the artwork. Yes. I loved how the artwork turned out. And it was like the coolest visual that I had come up with for my project so far. And I was like, oh, I can't not make this visual my EP visual, because it was so cool to me. So I was like, oh, I have to make Caesar's Doomsday the title track because I want that artwork to be the EP artwork.
How did you ended up designing the artwork for the EP? Who was like, was that all your main idea? Because honestly, it looks so cool.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm actually about to post like a TikTok and a reel about how I made the artwork with a couple of friends. But I work with my friend Braxton. He goes by Cutler Visuals, so you should hire him if you're an artist listening to this. But I work with him on a lot of my visuals and specifically my artwork, and he worked on this whole EP project with all the single artwork and everything. Mm-hmm. And he sent me some like a mood board and some references of some ideas for the artwork. And one of them was kind of similar to how it turned out. It was this picture of this guy that had like wax on his eyes, kind of like I do in the artwork. And so we took that idea and also combined it with a few other ideas with like the knives and like the watercolor background and stuff, and kind of just meshed them all together. And I actually ended up creating this like fake blood / glue mixture that my wife Kimmy like put all over my face. So that the wax glue stuff that's on my face in the artwork is actually like, we actually put that on my face. It's not just a graphic design effect. And we took some photos, and then in post, my friend Braxton kind of brought it to the next level and smoothed it out a bit. And yeah, I was stoked with how it turned out.
Absolutely fantastic and well done, because I really, really, really love it, and it's absolutely artistic. And I just want to like encourage to everybody to obviously to follow you on TikTok, because like it will be very obviously interesting to find out obviously how it was the whole process of creating the artwork for this EP.
What's up? I'm Adam TURLEY, and you are about to hear one of the tracks from my latest latest EP on the B Nation podcast. This one's called Caesar's Doomsday, and I hope you enjoy it.
How does it feel to be the one that got away? Shame how you take up way too much real estate in my headspace. Queen of the castle with walls that I just can't invade. Some days I appreciate the time gone till my thoughts start ticking like a time bomb. Either way, you're giving me material for sad songs. Queen of pain who abused your reign. I'm the night who'll never see the light of day. I can't believe I gave you that crown. My Cleopatra, my Antiprote, my prima donna. Like Caesar on his doomsday. You know what they say, well, Rome wasn't built in a day, but in 24 hours. What we constructed was all erased. You blew out the candles, but I'm stumbling without your flame. Some days I'll be thinking that I moved on, till my thoughts start swimming in your sweet talk. Didn't think my lady was acquainted with a forked tongue. Queen of pain who abused your reign. I'm the night who'll never see the light of day. I can't believe I gave you that crown. My Cleopatra, my Antiprote, my prima donna. Like Caesar on his doomsday. Yeah, it's sad that your knife is at my back. Now perform your final act. My Cleopatra, my Antiprote, my prima donna. Miss Undercover, I let you fool me. Never thought I'd end up taking the fall. Never thought I'd end up. Listen, your knife is in my back.
So you just hear Caesar Doomsday by the one and only Adam TURLEY, which is he's with us today on the B Nation podcast presenting his EP, this fantastic EP that is available to stream now. Adam, we're going to hear another track later on that is called What a Relief, but I want to make you a question because here on the B Nation podcast, we discuss a lot about songwriting. This question is not about good or bad, right or wrong answers. It's just like we want to discover more about the process of like when you write music and what is like the first thing that it came to your mind. So let me ask you this question very clearly. Let's say if you have to do a recap of all the songs that you made in the last 6 months, what is the first thing that normally comes into your head? The lyrics, the melody, or the title of the track?
Overall, I'm a melody guy, so I work a lot based off melody first, and then lyrics come to me after. But some songs I start with the title and work from there, so it just depends. All right.
Do you find a lot of inspiration as well with the title?
Yeah, I think it's really fun to work off of titles. Like my song Arizona and Movie, actually. We're both songs I started with the title.
Let me ask you, what's the plans for 2023? Like, what is what we can expect from you for the next year?
Yeah, so I have EP 4 coming out probably this spring. I'm going to start rolling it out in the first quarter of 2023. I'm not sure exactly what month that'll be yet, but you can look out for that. And I want to put that out before like June, before the first half of 2023. And then after that, I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out right now. I'm writing new stuff to figure out if I do my second album after that, or if I keep rolling out little projects, little EPs, because I really enjoy those. And yeah, see where it goes from there. But it's definitely going to start with another EP that I already have finished. So,
have you thought about any possibilities of any live shows across the US, or like any possibility, obviously, to bring these songs to life?
Yes, everyone listen to my music on repeat, please, so that I can finally go on tour, because that's what all of the hard work is building towards, is, you know, building a fan base big enough so that people come to shows and I can like see everyone's face and we can all sing the songs together and stuff. So yes, I would absolutely love that. And I'm manifesting that 2023 is going to be the year that I'm going to be able to do that.
We're about to hear another track that is called What a Relief. And obviously I choose this track in particular because it's a really good song, obviously, as the whole EP. And I want to ask you, what's the story behind the track? What can you tell me about the process of making this track that is called What a Relief?
Yeah, so I made this song with my friend Gabe Urone, who's a super talented writer, producer out here in LA. I actually met him a few years ago. He's super young. When I met him, he was like 15. I was like 25. He just graduated high school now, but he's a really good friend, and we just got together to make a song. And it actually took us a really long time we wrote the whole song, and the only part that we didn't have after the day we wrote it was the last two lines of the chorus, specifically the What a Relief part. We didn't have for like a few months. Like, we had the whole song except for that. And we were just trying to find a way to wrap up the chorus in a cool way that felt unique to us. And actually, I was showing the song to one of my brothers named Jordan Jack, he's also an artist. He's on one of my songs, Bipolar Heart, with me. That's off my album. But I brought the song to him to just get his opinion and see if he had any ideas. And he's the one that actually came up with the both hands on the wheel, you dun dun dun. And then the What a Relief was his idea. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love that. So we ended up going with that. And yeah, it was just a process from there of like refining production. I worked on a bunch of the production myself, and then sent some stuff to Gabe, and he sent me back some elements for the second verse and stuff like that. So it was really fun from start to finish, and very collaborative, which is always fun.
I'm a very big fan, man.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you.
Merry Christmas, and I hope that you have a time to obviously have a break and disconnect and enjoy this time of the year, the holiday season. And I just want to say thank you so much for being on the B Nation podcast, because honestly, it means a lot, especially myself, that I come every morning to work listening to your music. So for me, this means a lot. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Hey guys, this is Adam Turley, and this is another track from my EP, Caesar's Doomsday. Let's hear on the B Nation podcast. This one is called What a Relief.
Complain it's been 3 days since they heard from me. Somehow I always find ways to show up late to parties. Got nothing to wear, it's probably cause I don't do laundry. But you do something to all my bad habits. Don't know how that happens. Yeah, you somehow erase all of my patterns like I never had them. Now I spend my day on the interstate just to see your face at an old cafe. Never miss your call even when it's late. You somehow got a power over me. Really? Yeah, I'd wait in line at the DMV just to make the drive to your B&B. No, I'm not myself when you're next to me. Both hands on the wheel, you got the key. Really? Soon as I'm leaving your place, I turn into the old me. Got 3 tickets on the way home, cause I won't quit speeding. I don't know what's happening to me. Cause when you're not in the I fall right back into my bad habits. Don't know how that happens. But you somehow erase all of my patterns like I never
It's a completely honor to have on this last episode of 2022 of the B Nation podcast an incredible guest like Adam TURLEY. We discovered more about his latest EP that is called Caesar's Doomsday and is available to stream now. We are entering in the last part of this last episode of 2022 here on the B Nation podcast, and we have a top 3 of the best songs that we discovered in 2022 to announce. Let's start with number 3, and it's for our friend Dylan Brady and the song If You Never Broke My Heart. What an incredible time that we had with Dylan back in August when he was here on the show. And now he is our number 3, Dylan Brady, and this is called If You Never Broke My Heart.
You used to kiss me like your lips were doing me a favor, like checking boxes off a list of chores. You had a million ways to wrap me round your middle finger, like the one you gave me on your way out the door. I was all messed up for a minute, even blamed myself when it ended. I was blind back then when I was in it, but now I see it different. I wouldn't have a brand new car, cause I would've had to buy you a ring. And now I never have to starve while you're picking out a place to eat that ain't cheap. And I never would've found the one that I got wrapped up in my arms if you never broke my heart. I used to wonder how I'm ever gonna fall asleep. You cover thief with freezing ice cold feet. Yeah, you were better at the bitter than you were the sweet. And it took a taste of freedom for me to see. I wouldn't have a brand new car, cause I would've had to buy you a ring. And now I never have to starve while you're picking out a place to eat that ain't cheap. And I never would've found the one that I got wrapped up in my arms if you never broke my heart. For a minute, even blamed myself when it ended. I was blind back then when I was in it, but now I see it different, and I don't miss it. I wouldn't have a brand new car, cause I would've had to buy you a ring. And now I never have to starve while you're picking out a place to eat that ain't cheap. And I never would've found the one that I got wrapped up in my arms if you never broke my heart. 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 If you never broke my heart.
If You Never Broke My Heart, Dylan Brady is number 3 on the best songs that we discovered in 2022. Time for number 2. And we have to announce that number 2 is for Niley with Lose My Number. Congratulations. What an incredible song, and what an honor when they were here on the show performing in acoustic this track. Let's remember how did they perform this track here on the B Nation podcast, because it's honestly one of our good memories. This is Niley, Lose My Number, performing exclusively here on the B Nation podcast. Number 2 of the best songs that we discovered in 2022.
Only ever call me when you're drunk. You only want me when I've had enough. You're only really good at faking love. You say one thing and you take it back. Your words hold weight like a paper bag, and I feel sick from your whiplash. So test your luck with someone else, see if they can handle you, and all the hell you put me through. I'm done with you, done with you. La 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 la, lose my number. I don't wanna hear from you one more time. I'm so done with your pretty white lies. Yeah, yeah. La 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 la, lose my number. You just wanna rip my heart in two. I don't wanna let you, I just wanna let you go it through. Too fast, wish I could've seen you coming. Left me in a mess, just like that. We were everything to nothing. Test your luck with someone else, see if they can handle you, and all the hell you put me through. I'm done with you, done with you. La 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 la, lose my number. I don't wanna hear from you one more time. I'm so done with your pretty white lies. Yeah, yeah. La 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 la, lose my number. You just wanna rip my heart in two. I don't wanna let you, I just wanna let you go it through. My number, I don't wanna hear from you one more time. I'm so done with your pretty white lies. Yeah, yeah. La 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 la, lose my number. You just wanna rip my heart in two. I don't wanna let you, I just wanna let you go with through.
Niley, Lose My Number, and you just hear the performance that they did exclusively for the B Nation podcast, and they are number 2 of the best songs that we discovered in 2022. Let's do a recap of our top 10. Should we do a recap of our top 10? Let's do that. Number 10, Andrew Matarazzo, If I Move Away. Number 9, Jules Paymore, Fuck My Exes. Number 8, Daniel Jurey, Sober. Number 7, April Rose Gabrieli, I Need a Break. Number 6, Stella Cole, Rhapsody in Pink. Number 5, Josh Bogert, Dreams. Number 4, Milo, Being Bored Kinda Sucks. Number 3, Dylan Brady with If You Never Broke My Heart. And number 2 is for Niley with Lose My Number. Who is gonna be number 1? It's time to find out. Tia, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
You are thinking, alright, Miguel, we had a conversation yesterday on the previous episode. Why are you calling me again right now? Obviously to talk on this episode of the B Nation podcast. Okay, Tia, here on this episode, right, we are doing a recap of the best songs that we play so far during this year. It's actually the best songs that we discovered in 2022, and for that reason we create our own top 10. Actually, the songs that we play during this episode are songs that our audience loves to listen. So right now we just finished to listen number 2, but let me tell you something, Tia. We haven't played any of your music yet. Can you believe that? There's actually a reason for that. Tia, this year we learned with you that Boys Go Marching, but especially 2 by 2. So it's the honor I'd like to tell you, Tia, that this year's song of the year is Boys Go Marching. Congratulations!
Oh my god. That's insane, you guys. Oh my gosh.
Congratulations. This year's song of the year on the B Nation podcast is Tia with this banger that is called Boys Go Marching. Congratulations, Tia.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. That's insane. Oh.
By the way, I just want to remind everybody that I hope that you love the award, that we are going to make sure that we are going to deliver that award to you, because it's a beautiful acrylic award that we created especially for the occasion. Congratulations one more time, Tia. And
oh my gosh. Thank you so much. That means so much. I really it means so much to have people discover my music, especially you guys, and then to have the song of the year. That's crazy. So I really appreciate that so much. I'm so excited.
Right, so there we go. So let's hear it one more time. The song of the year on the B Nation podcast, Boys Go Marching, Tia.
Them boys go marching 2 by 2, Escalades and face tattoos. They ask me, hey, what's good with you, my love, my love. Them boys go marching 2 by 2, copy paste, which one are you? But baby, that's LA for you, my love. can't catch it. I don't wanna deal with it. Okay, saying that you got that drip, way low. Try to cop that Bieber fit. I know it's all on this page that's lit. Whenever I see you coming, I start running. Them boys go marching 2 by 2, escalating face tattoos. They ask me, hey, what's good with you, my love, my love. Them boys go marching 2 by 2, copy paste, which one are you? But baby, that's LA for you, my love, my love. Oh, I'm so bored of it, son, convincing me that you're a 9. You never live up to the hype. Take your conversation somewhere else. No, I don't wanna hear you talk about yourself. Like, oh no, just go. Whenever I see you coming, I start running. Them boys go marching 2 by 2, escalating face tattoos. They ask me, hey, what's good with you, my love, my love. Them boys go marching 2 by 2, copy paste, which one are you? But baby, that's LA for you, my love, my love.
We connected with her. We connected the first time that we heard the song because it's absolutely amazing. And the Song of the Year 2022 on the B Nation podcast is for Tia Tia and Boys Go Marching. Congratulations one more time, Tia, because you totally deserve it. And remember, guys, that in 2 days' time, we're gonna premiere our Song of the Year special on the bnation.co.uk, and it's gonna be about Tia Tia and the song Boys Go Marching. Please don't miss it because it's gonna be absolutely fantastic. Right, so this is it. That's everything from me. Thank you so much for listening this last episode of 2022 of the B Nation podcast. I just want to say in general, thank you so much for listening any of our episodes during this tough year for us. Thank you so much to all our guests, Josh BOGERT and Adam TURLEY, for being on the show, and obviously to Tia Tia for being one more time on the B Nation podcast. Join us on season 9 that it will premiere on January 13. Guys, we have something incredible ready for you. Please check our socials from New Year's Day, especially Instagram, because we're gonna start revealing details and it's gonna be mind-blowing, we promise. My name is Miguel, Laura is in the production of the show, and remember, we are bringing you the best new music from around the world, which is great, but being kind is everything. Have a wonderful Christmas, guys, have a wonderful new year, and we speak on January 13. Bye bye!